Good morning, everybody. You gotta be kidding me. That table hardly ever moves. I went outside to brush my teeth. I must hit the little clip. So I'm sorry for this shot, but I'll be right back. In other words, it will rattle and loosen the hinges the entire way to work, which we don't want. Alright, I'm kind of wishing I didn't come out here last night, honestly. It was a nice sleep, but the drive in is longer, and I just wish I wasn't driving it today. It's not that much longer. It really is. It's twice as long. But I don't know. Anyways, I digress. We are definitely in the city tonight. Gotta get several packages or things picked up. I'm hoping I can get to my mailbox tomorrow and get my packages that come so I can do the work in the garage. If it's not going to be rainy and cruddy. May not even be able to pick the packages up because we get out late. I don't know. But alright, peoples, we are getting off Forest Road. Means I'm going to end this. And I will see you on the flip side after work. Wow, what happened there? Somebody really dug a trench. Unless that was from water. It rained last. Alright, well, we will see you on the flip side after work. Okay, everybody. I'll be honest. I did not have a plan to come out here tonight. It was not what I was thinking. However, I saw the weather, and there's a possibility that starting tomorrow afternoon, it's going to rain for like 4 days. I want to burn the kerosene through the diesel heater. When I'm doing that, I want to have it turned up as high as it goes. So I need to have the side door and the back door open to expel that heat. In other words, it'd be 150 million degrees in there. Basically, I just saw 3 female elk. As I was coming down the road, they booked across the road, and I couldn't get a picture of them for you guys. But I thought that was pretty cool. I haven't seen any elk anywhere near here. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to go ahead and fill this diesel heater up. We shouldn't have burned that much last night. Let's take a quick look. Oh yeah, we didn't burn much at all. Probably a third, if that. So just open this thing up here. I've got a couple. That's spell like kerosene. I've got a couple little chunks and pieces in the bottom that I have to fish out when I get the diesel heater almost empty. I'm not going to do it right now. It's too full. But so I'm going to add it, let it sit, make sure those don't get sucked up into the intake of the that does not want to pour very nicely. Oh man, we're making a mess. Yeah, I didn't. Made a little bit of a mess. I thought it would pour a little easier than it is. Not pouring easy at all. Yeah, I thought you'd be able to pour it, but it just wants to run right down the front of it. Well, that kind of sucked. I got a little bit on the carpet. Probably gonna be smelling a little bit of kerosene. Set that over there for right now. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this up. Make sure I got everything clean. Don't want any diesel or kerosene on this. So some people have said they run a full gallon, full of kerosene and run it. Other things I've seen have said to do like 50-50. So that's kind of what I'm not going 50-50. I'm going a little less than that. But we stopped and we got wood chips and chunks, more sterno. We got the kerosene. And I got out pretty darn early tonight, really. And my schedule was changed, so I don't have to go in as early tomorrow as I thought I was. So, okay, I'm going to let this sit for a while. We'll get camp set up, and then we'll fire it up and see what it looks like. See if it gives me smoke, air signals. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Hopefully, it's not going to screw up the diesel heater. That's the big hope. It's not going to be that cold for, hopefully anymore. But you never know. But all right, let's give this a minute, and we'll see what happens when I start her up. Okay, so it's been sitting for a little while. Camp's all set up. Fire's going. Of course, then we had another little accident inside. I was pouring my adult beverage. I poured, probably only an ounce and a half in the bottom of the glass. And boop, I bumped it off the fridge, down onto my totes, down into the bench, but didn't get into the bench, but onto the carpet. So wiped that up, cleaned it up best as possible, hit it with some Febreze so it doesn't smell like a liquor cabinet in there. The carpet needs a wash or a throwaway anyway, so all right, let's go ahead and get this fired up. I don't know what the buttons are on the heater. All right, we've turned it up to 35 degrees Celsius, which is super hot. But we're going to go ahead and shut the door. We got everything we need. We're just going to shut the door so we can watch. Well, nah, it doesn't help any. I thought I could see the exhaust a little better, but yeah, we should be able to see it come out right here. So it's going to go through its purge cycle and then see what we get. Another beautiful night out here. It's clouding up pretty good though. It was almost, I could see the moon when I got here. Now it's completely covered up. It's clouding in. So that front's coming through. And another thing, when the other forests open up, I think they're probably going to start the fire ban again. Right now, you can have campfires in the forest. Pretty soon, as soon as it gets a little warmer, it turns to fire season. And yeah, Well, see if it fires anymore. All right, it's firing. So I don't know. Definitely smell it off the bat when I was a little closer. But we've got no white smoke even. Now, maybe just a hint. All right, it's ramping up now. Hopefully we don't burn the van down. But comfortable here. And I don't know how long it'll even really take the kerosene to get in there. I'm not sure how long the hose is from the tank to the pump, you know. I wouldn't think it would take that long. Like I said, it's probably a 30% mix right now. So I think what we'll do is we'll burn it tonight. We'll be coming out here tomorrow, no matter what. Even if it's raining, because I'd rather be out here in the rain than in the city. My packages arrived for the electrical work I want to do. Putting the fans arrived, the wire, the switch. Seems like I had 4 items in that package. Wire, switch, fans. I don't know. Can't remember. Maybe only 3. But we can figure out where to mount those. Hopefully Thursday's nice enough that we can do that. Not going to do it if it's raining because I don't want to have all the stuff out of the garage and then have to, get everything all wet and nasty. So I don't know how well you guys can hear that. I mean, I'm only, 6 foot away or something from the exhaust, maybe 8. It's not that loud. Other people's heaters, man, you can hear them 30, 40 feet, way across. I mean, it sounds loud. This is on full bore, and not that loud. I mean, yeah, obviously if you're walking past the van at night, you hear it. And this is on full bore. It's a lot quieter when it's down to minimum. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're just going to run it. Good thing it's blowing out there. It'll help dry that carpet out. I soaked it up, hit it with wet wipes, but it's still damp. But yeah, I definitely wanted to be outside watching this happen. I didn't want to be in the van. And then, like I said, I couldn't have the doors closed with it on full bore. I mean, you couldn't stay in there 5 minutes after it. It eats you out of there that quick. We'll see. It's all right. I'm going to let it run for a while. I'll check in with you guys in a little while. Well, all right. I'm glad I did that out here, obviously, so I could have the doors open and let it really fire off. It ran like for probably about 10 or 15 minutes. Then it slowed down because the chamber was obviously so hot. I don't know what I was really expecting. I thought I would see, something come out of the exhaust. But you could definitely tell the difference when the kerosene mixed with the diesel got in there. The smell was was very minimal, very, very light. I wish kerosene wasn't so expensive. I'd run that all the time. If I could find a place I could do it off a pump, maybe. But ran it for probably about 35 minutes, and obviously it'll run all night tonight. So happy I did that out here. And people say it cleans out the diesel heater. I don't know if that's true or not. That's why I thought I would see something. But this Savell 8 kilowatt diesel heater, again, no issues with it. It's an all-in-one unit, so I don't think it would be very easy to tear apart. I don't know. One thing I'd have to do is I'd have to cut the gasket material that I have, the hoses going out of the bottom of the van, cut that, take off the lines underneath the van, then move the diesel heater, undo the lines, remove them from the diesel heater, then try to tear it apart. I'm worried that will mess up the heater. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the spring with it. I'm thinking just leave the darn thing alone. It's acted like a champ. Maybe order a new one and just keep that in reserve in case something happens. But, I've heard people have diesel heaters for 3, 4, 5 years and never have an issue. Other people, they put a diesel heater in, even the really expensive ones or the cheap ones, and they break in weeks, days, months, whatever. This one has been a champ, and I've been so happy that this is what I went with. It's amazing. But I'm going to keep running that gallon of diesel or kerosene through the heater. I'll stop quick tomorrow and buy a funnel so I don't make a mess again. The mess wasn't bad. It just spilled a little bit on top. I was able to clean it up. No big deal. But I don't want to have a mess. So we'll buy a little quick funnel. Tomorrow I have to stop and get my electrical supplies. Hopefully we can do the garage renovation tomorrow. Get the permanently mounted hardwired fans in on a switch and the garage light. That's the plan for day after tomorrow. But I'm really glad I did that. I was hoping to see, some spitting out. But, maybe there's nothing in there. Like I said, if things been run like a champ, I know I'm going to jinx myself. My tires are getting changed in a couple days back to the regular ones. And there's possibility of rain, sleet, ice, and snow the next 5 days. I figured that was coming. But I'm going to leave you guys with one quick story. I was watching a van video while I just paid attention to the heater, and the person was passing over Donner Pass. And if you don't know what Donner Pass is, a horrible story about of settlers that were leaving Illinois trying to get to the West Coast area, and they made a horrible decision to go across Donner Pass, and they got stranded, and horrible things happened. They went to cannibalism, and a lot of people died. But the Pacific Crest Trail goes right through where this gentleman was camping at the truck stop. So when me and the hiking partner I had at the time went through there, we hung out at the truck stop for a little while, had lunch, talked to some friends, and then went a little further, and there was this great little ski chalet that if I remember correctly, it's like Friends of the Sierra or something like that take care of. But sorry, I didn't realize my flame was burning down. Can't see me. But there's so much snow in Donner Pass that there's two ways to access the ski chalet or shanty, whatever you want to call it. It's a little tiny shack in the woods. You have the front door, and then you have a ladder that goes up like 8-10 foot, whatever, so you can get into the upper because the snow gets so high. They also have a pit toilet. And the pit toilet also has a lower and an upper. So we decided to stay there that night because it was kind of cool. It had a wood-burning stove. It had all kinds of wood there. It said, hey, if you want to use it, use it. Hikers, you're welcome to it. We decided, what the heck. And it was funny, people would be coming, they'd be in the lower toilet, and there'd be somebody in the upper. Well, that pipe drops down basically right behind you. So if you understand what I'm talking about, the person in the lower is basically hearing the person above them, bloop, if you know what I mean. It was a great little place to stay for the night, though. I had a great time there. But I thought I'd leave you with that little story. But tomorrow, we'll come back out here. Hopefully have a good night. Hopefully it's not nasty. But I'm going to buy, like I said, buy a funnel, mix more of that diesel in tomorrow, or kerosene in tomorrow. Then we'll decide on the next night if I should add some more regular diesel. Probably will. And then the next day we have to get our tires changed, oil change, check those brakes, see how they're doing, see how long we can wait to do the rotors and everything. But that's all coming. But another beautiful night to be in the woods. So as always, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. I appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. And you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors. Back in the woods. Hopefully, we'll be able to do that electrical the day after, because I want to get that done. I want to get those hardwired fans mounted so I don't have to keep moving those rechargeable ones. Use those later on in the summer if I need them. Get that light in the garage so I can see, not have to use my headlamp. More upgrades. All right, we'll see you tomorrow on Jellybean Outdoors.